Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Apocalypse. In our Final Federation series, we are locking down as much territory as we can in advance of the XT-49 Eliminator's inevitable declaration of war. Let's take a quick look at where we are, not only for your sake, but for mine, since I'm booting up a fresh recording session here. We've got the first fleet, which we need to continue to build up as rapidly as possible. Do we have different types of cruisers? We do. Have I done point defense destroyers yet? Yes, I have. Are they in the fleet layout yet? Someone left a comment about this the other day, and I wasn't sure if it was just because I hadn't gotten to that moment yet. Yes, there are point defense destroyers. There are not, however, the new cruisers in this, and I know we designed some cruisers, didn't we? Did I say something about how I was going to design them but not do anything with them yet? Was it because of naval cap or something? Why was that? It's the Mataris class cruiser. I designed them just last episode. It's a missile cruiser. So yeah, let's go ahead and put those in the fleet. And we need to add them to the fleet. We need to have that there because, again, these guys are superior to us. They are technologically equivalent, but we want to make sure that they don't get any ideas based on how they feel they are, strong or, weak enough relative to us. So let's go to Fleet Manager, and we're going to add the Mataris class cruiser. Now, right now, I have 10, 10, 5, and 5, and 5, 5 and 5 destroyers, and then 5 Antares. So I could do another 5, or I could do 3 Mataris class cruisers. If I did 5, we would have as many cruisers as we do destroyers, and that just, it rubs me the wrong way somehow. Let's see if we did that. Hang on. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. We'd have to have odd numbers of destroyers. That's not the worst thing. We could have 7 and 7. We could do that for now. That's a start, and that would max out our fleet cap, and we can build a good number of ships with that, though, at least. So, tell you what, let me go ahead and give this order. It's not going to be everything. Actually, that might have been everything. So at least having those ships in play will make them a little bit less inclined, hopefully, to attack us. Also, the first fleet is not in an anchorage right now, so when they get back, we should have a little bit more of a resource surplus. But anyway, let's take a look at how we're doing elsewhere. We've got 73 influence, so we can probably keep adding systems. We can start by adding a system there. Then where else do we have? Yep, we need to add that one too. Actually, matter of fact, you cancel your order. I'd rather get that one first, to tell you the truth. Let's lock that one down. We're making a good amount of influence per turn, and we have been for a while. There's also a possibility that we can... Yeah, let's continue that deal. Let's extend that deal. See, this is so nice. We actually get the notifications now when those are about to expire. That was added in the Apocalypse update, and there was much rejoicing everywhere. Everyone was really, really happy about it. So, let's see. I guess I'll go ahead and call this guy back, because I want someone in place to maybe lock down the Ukbia system. I think I mentioned at the end of the last episode that we could potentially take that. I'll go ahead and go to speed 3 here, so we can make some progress. Also, here's the Wily Udleron. Don't I have one of my science ships? There's definitely an order there for that to be looked at, so I guess I won't worry about it, but it's saying that he is... Oh, that's why. He's surveying Ukbia right now, but then he's going to go take care of that stuff for me. That's good.
System survey concluded.
All right, so he is definitely... There we go. He's taking care of that now.
Construction completed.
So we've got a construction ship on the way to try and lock down Ukbia. It looks like they're already surveying Hadrian. Okay, so the orbital space station around Toroville Prime is cluttered with debris left behind by the alien civilization that once inhabited the planet. Before they wiped themselves out, the early space program saw the launch of thousands of primitive satellites and missile launch platforms. Many of these were destroyed by anti-satellite weapons during the planet's destructive nuclear war, adding even more space junk to the mix. Our colony on the surface has developed to a point where this dense field of debris is interfering with its infrastructure. We cannot use satellites, and civilian orbital flights are limited to narrow launch windows. Let's remove the orbital debris. Research, please. We are modifying the hull sphere. We also have a mandate to build additional research stations, and we're working on that. All right, so that is done. Let's go ahead and build those mining stations. And the Cytine system, the Starhold upgrade is underway. We're still working on building additional upgrade modules wherever possible.
Construction completed.
For instance, in the Sirius system. Let's pause for a moment and see what else we can add now that we have a... Let's take a quick look, actually. Now that we have a full-on Star Fortress, which looks like that, we also do need to build our defense platforms up. Be focusing on that as soon as I've got the first fleet built all the way up. And then next thing we'll do is I'll probably build an additional fleet, a second fleet to have mobile, because right now we just have the one and a second one kind of started. So right now we don't have hangar bays, do we? And I really want to wait till I have hangar bays. So maybe I won't do anything to that station. The Ladelicon station is in the same shape. The Brink system. Now this is our wormhole station. Now the Star Fortress upgrade is underway, but I want to go ahead and add the gun battery and the missile battery now. And we've got the defense grid supercomputer. I think I would also like to go ahead and add the target uplink computer as well to give the station some additional weapons range. And then the Toroville station, which, I mean, this is not as necessary anymore, this station. But actually, no, I remember why I built it. We built it for the Nebula Refinery. So yeah, it is necessary. But I don't necessarily have to do anything with the modules. As a matter of fact, because there's a colony here, I could build trading hubs, and that's what I'm going to do. We're going to make it one big trading station, and we have room for one more building down here when I upgrade it to a Star Fortress, which I can do soon. We can make it even better. Okay, so the Hiram station definitely needs a Starhold upgrade, and then it looks like everything else has already been queued up, or the Starbase upgrades are still going. Alright, so we're just going to need to do as much as we can, as quickly as we can, before these jerks get any funny ideas. With the assistance of our science ship, colonial authorities on Toroville Prime have finished cleaning up the planet's orbital space. It has now been made safe for satellites and civilian travel. Good. Alright, so there is wasteland radiation. Oh, interesting. We've got a migration treaty proposal from the Copenhagen Trade Union. Sure. Let's also take another quick look, because this is a Federation building series, is it not? We have the option to invite to Federation. Now, someone mentioned to me, let's take a quick look at policies and look at war philosophy. Yeah. I'm not sure that there's anything I need to change there, but there might be something that opens up once I have war doctrines. That might give me something that makes us a little bit more Federation friendly. Someone had mentioned to me in a comment that there's some policy I can change, but I don't believe there is one at the moment. Not that I've seen in older versions of Stellaris anyway. Okay, can we... Alright, we haven't quite built up the influence for that yet. What do we got here? Good, first fleet's been fully repaired, and it's in the process of being built back up. We are at our starbase cap now, so we can't do any more starbases until it's time. The second fleet doesn't have an admiral at the moment, and doesn't really need one. Let's check our governors, make sure everything's in place there. Yep, we're good. One thing that I want to do, I think I gave the order at the end of the last episode. Did I not? Should be a colony ship on the way. Or is it still building? Yeah, still building on Weemall. And we got one building on Earth as well. So I gave the order for a couple of these planets to be colonized. Skyke has also, of course, been colonized recently. So one thing I would like to do... There's a little bit of chop right now, and I'm not sure why.
Construction completed.
Let's see. It only costs 1,000 right now. I thought these were more than that, but that's okay. So let's go for healthcare and recycling first, because recycling will actually improve our resource production. But in a few seconds here, we're going to be able to re-up the education campaign. Well, it's more than a few seconds. It's going to take a few months.
Construction completed.
All right, good. So we got some unity from fulfilling the Chancellor's mandate, and now we're 40 months away from a new policy. Let's go to Toroville Prime and take a quick look at what it's asking us to build. We definitely have a few more things to clean here. Let's take care of that. And this is a Hadrian colony. Again, these are our new guys. So let's give this guy a basic science lab. And you can have a science lab too, that's fine. You can all have science lab. You get a science lab, you get a science lab, you get a science lab, you all get science labs. We are over on our naval capacity again, so one of our stations is going to need some anchorages. Destroyer hull points have been researched, and there it is. Two very, very big research projects. Battleship and Citadel. I think Battleship probably needs to happen as soon as possible. Impulse Thruster is tempting, but given that we just got the Battleship option, let's go for it. And also, let's go ahead and lock down that station. Hang on, let me check something real quick. All right, Just making sure that
System survey concluded.
nothing was eating up any background processes.
Special
Okay.
project has concluded.
The crew of the NSS Von Braun has managed to collect a small group of Udlorans from the icy surface of Sao 2A. These white, furry omnivores wrap themselves into tight balls and roll across the moon's snowfields at astonishing speeds. One animal was clocked at over 80 kilometers per hour. This aided in their detection since the passage of their rolling forms kicked up huge plumes of swirling snow. So we got some society research for that, which might help us with the modification project for the whole sphere. Or maybe it'll just build up for our research when we're done. Unstable weather. In large part due to the interrupted terraforming process on Skyke Prime, the moon is a somewhat unstable climate. So a building has been ruined.
A building has been ruined.
Well, that's obnoxious. Which one's been ruined? That one right there. It's a fortress. It's been ruined. Of all buildings. Alright, so I could do another trading hub on the Sol station, but I kind of don't want to. Let's see. We are still waiting on a few systems I hear. Are you building the starbase? No, but we need to. I sent this station. I don't think I gave the order for him yet, but we'll have the option
completed.
very soon. So we'll just keep an eye on him.
Construction completed.
Probably shouldn't have built the one in Zyrak just yet. Let's get those going. A few people have asked me, and this is a really, really good point, actually. There's a bunch of colonizable worlds within my core territory that I haven't touched yet. And to tell you the absolute truth, this is a weird habit that I've gotten into. If you've been watching my Stellaris content for a long time, you know I have not always done this. But for whatever reason, I really, in this particular series, there's more to it than this. But I have this habit, even playing offline, not just YouTube, of going for the best colonies first, even though there's, lots of colonizable planets that could be giving me resources and contributing to my sectors and such. So we definitely have a few colonies that are about to be started by those colony ships that are on the way right now. Where are they? They're both there. So we've got that one headed that direction, and this one heading to Terra Z. And I might have mentioned this towards the end of the last episode as well. It's just a weird little thing that I've started doing. And you know what we can do? We can go ahead and order a colony on Thram, because this would be in our new sector. Anyway, so let's order a colonist from, say, Earth. And we're going to land where? There's not any good spots, really. We have lots of extra food, though, so let's put you on the food tile. That'll replace the food with energy, but it is what it is. That's a nice world. It's a savanna planet. It's not going to be the most inhabitable for us right now, but we could terraform it later. We also will still be able to colonize it regardless. And then, of course, we already have a colony in the Trappist system, Trappist Prime, so we could add additional core planets here, and it would be completely okay. I could have 2 more core worlds right now, so we're going to do that too. Let's go to Alpha Centauri Prime, and we're going to land one, or we could do. Let's actually do something a little bit different. Let's let colonists from Trappist Prime. Let's let them do it, and then we're going to do it from both worlds. So if we colonize the other one. So again, this is going to slightly reduce the productivity of the planet. And one of those is going to have to be renamed because they both just got named Trappist Secundus. Okay, good. All right, looks like we lost a scientist while I was talking about all that. Let's take a quick look and see who is available. Ooh. You just jumped to the front of the pack. Yep, you are our new scientist. So she has 25% improved research speed as a result of being psychic.
System survey concluded.
Okay. Are you building there yet? No, you're not. We're waiting for the influence. See, here's the thing. I would really like this system first, but I want to get that other one too so that we don't have pirates. I shouldn't have gotten the Zyrak system. That's what it comes down to. Let's go ahead and get Ukbia. We are at our starbase cap right now, but that might change when some of these new colonies kick into place, because part of the starbase cap is population determined. Migration treaty. Oh, we got another migration treaty proposal. When did we get that?
War has erupted.
Completely must have been talking about the colonization issue. Not sure where that came from.
We are being hailed.
Okay, so once again we have, because they're Xenophiles now, the Free Conversam Commissariat. We can form a defensive pact with them. They're a little bit more interested in that. Also, let's talk to the Holfir Coalition. They have to be at peace. So they're at war right now. Let's check with the Multics block. Oh, they're actually at war with the Multics. So I'm not sure what's going on there. The Multics are not someone that we were particularly concerned about protecting or making sure we're okay. So
Construction completed.
I think we'll survive. I've just got to deal with the naval capacity issue again. All right, so we've added the Ukbia system. Let's get the mining platforms built. There, and there, and there. Anywhere else? Can always turn this off for a second just to make absolute sure. Yeah, there's some right there. All right, so there's another colonizable arid world here. And that probably needs to be part of a new sector. And there's definitely going to be more than just that as far as new sectors out here. We still need to lock down this entire arm of the galaxy. All right, first fleet has been built up. Let's see how we compare now to these guys. No, their naval capacity is still superior, but they no longer show as being superior to us. So their capacity is superior, but we have more ships right now. That's what the game is telling me. We don't have a lot of energy at the moment, though. Hang on. Let's talk to the Mudagon Merchant Guild, and let's trade for energy credits. I'm going to trade... You know, I'm making a lot of minerals right now, but I'm not going to trade 100. We're going to trade 50 monthly for 25. And then let me make absolutely sure that I did that with the right people. Also... Alright, I've already got to deal with them. I know that because... they contacted me earlier in the episode, but what about the Rigan Commerce Exchange? Yes, we are interested. Yes, we want your spice. But we don't have the energy credits for it. Dang it! Alright, so that's going to give us additional happiness. Which will help, because we're colonizing worlds that we can't really colonize yet.
Construction completed.
I'm going to have to reboot before I record the next episode. This chop is... maybe it's just getting later in the game, or maybe I'm just noticing it more than usual. But anyway, let's jump over here
Construction completed.
You're good. You're good. Can you build this yet? No. This is what I was waiting on. As long as we stay ahead of them and how strong they are. Yeah, we're adding the Hadranus system right now. And then we're going to have to lock it down.
Colony establishment has begun.
What have we got? Non-aggression pact invitation. So the Holfir. Good. So we really do have the makings of a federation starting right now. We just want to... we're waiting for this war to end, and I'm gonna be very eagerly waiting for a peace pop-up. It's literally the peace symbol. Meanwhile, we do have more to lock down here. The Brink system. Let's take a quick look at the Brink station. Gun battery, missile battery, and target uplink computer are being built. And then beyond that, a communications jammer would be amazing. Yeah, let's go and do a comms jammer. We want that station to be powerful. And I can probably start thinking about building those defensive platforms. Let's take a quick look. I mentioned that I wanted to diversify them a little bit. There's one called the Albacore. I am not going to have a defensive platform named after tuna fish. So that's changing right now. But, the Akon Kaguya. Did I just see that? Oh, man. Random. Well, I'm sure there's more to it than anime, but I know that from an old anime. Let's see. When, like, Saturday Anime was on some channel when I was growing up in California. God, hell, that was a long time ago. I'm trying to remember the name of the anime. You guys might remember it. Let me know. But, all the characters were female. Except for some, and the aliens. It's weird. And it was shown on TV, so I think there was some stuff that was definitely censored. Anyway, that's a tangent. I just remember that ship name. Norfolk. I like that as a defensive platform name. Let's go with that. So this is our basic defensive platform. I'm okay with the system staying the same. And we can have an advanced combat computer. Yep, I do want that. So let's see. Do we want to have a combination of weaponry? So we've got a light station section and point defense station section. We also have medium station. So this is going to be our light station. we could go ahead. Looks like we don't have a ton of extra power here. Oh, these are lasers and railguns. So there already is a mixture, actually. So we could have more of an even mixture. And then improved reactor booster, don't really need it. Auxiliary fire control, however, would come in handy, because that's improved chance to hit with our weaponry. So let's go ahead and save the Norfolk class defense platform. Now let's do a new one. Haven't done this before. I've never done designs on defense platforms, but there's just more to do now. So definitely point defense stations. Let's start by just making a pure point defense station. Why not? Also, flak batteries do have a little bit of ability to do some damage. So we're going to use flak batteries as a begin here. That's terrible thinking. What was I doing? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then we're going to get the auxiliary fire control going there. And then, yeah, let's just do, I think the way it was on the other one was about like this. I'll double check it just to be sure. This is going to be the, sure, Certus class. And the Norfolk, yes, it was like that. It was reversed, but it was like that. All right, so that's that. Let's do one more. And then we're going to have let's just do a medium defense platform. Same as before. Pretty straightforward designs, I would like to think. And then in this case, we'll have same thing, but just larger weapons. I don't know if this is really meaningful, but I'll have to see how they compare to one another. Hampton Roads? Really? Bermuda? That's kind of cool. Hampton Roads. Citadel? No. Ambrose? Hart? Vincent? Bermuda? Alright, not a lot of options. Tharsis? Now let's go with Tharsis. Alright, so Tharsis class versus... Hang on, let's take a quick look here. Yeah, so it is more powerful than the Norfolk class. It is. And then the Certus class is, of course, point defense based. But, okay, that's a start. We have three different defense platform types. I want to resolve my naval capacity issue first and foremost. Who died? Another scientist died. All the scientists are dying. Oh, good. All right, so Samuel Smith Jr. Now, this only applies to ancient civilizations anomalies, but I actually think we're still working our way through those, right? Yeah, we've only found a few. So actually recruiting that guy would be a good idea. And then we're going to go for Psychic as well with him. And what were you doing? Which ship were you? Just go back to auto-exploring. You'll figure it out. Now the Hadronis sector I have an opportunity to build up as well. I don't know that we'll get it. So we're going to have to cross our fingers and see if we get that as well in the next couple seconds. Oh, wait. All right, so the Hopefear Coalition has made peace. There's our peace pop-up. They are still not interested in a federation. Why? What's your deal? So one thing I can do to improve their opinion of me, let's see if they are willing to give me... We're going to give them a bunch of minerals and see if they'll give me credits. Because we do need more energy credits. So let's do an instant transfer. And yes, this was a suggestion from a few of you. I don't do this nearly often enough. I'll do it sometimes in offline play, but I appreciate the reminder of this as just a general possibility. Let's transfer, say, 2,000 to them. And then see what they are willing to do as far as paying me back for that. It looks like they're fairly willing. And what I could do... Oh, wait, no. Hang on. What I could do is reduce it maybe to, yeah, just leave it here. That way there's a little bit of a difference in the offer. And let's confirm this. Right now their opinion of us is 225. And it's a minus 38 acceptance. After they accept... Alright, so the Fjaslaven Enlightened Kingdom has opened their borders. Where's the Fjaslaven Enlightened Kingdom? And I don't remember them being called the Enlightened Kingdom before. Did you have a government shift? You probably did. Seriously, where are you? Fjaslaven Enlightened Kingdom. Where in the name of Sam hell? What? They just opened their borders to us. Multix block. They must be tiny. Oh, they're right here. Oh my god, it's tiny. Alright, they're hegemonic imperialists. We could form a non-aggression pact with them. So they just ascended. That's what the thing is. Alright, so let's see if they accepted the deal. They are finding it acceptable. Now let's see if their interest in the Federation hasn't changed. I feel like their opinion did go up a little bit. I'll be honest, I completely lost track of what the number was in getting distracted by that, by not being able to find those tiny dudes. Let's see. I got some more non-aggression pacts forming. I think I just need to get closer to them, is the main thing. So we're going to keep focusing on that as long as I feel like we're on a good track with our defenses. Let me take a look at Clea. All right, that's set up. Cytine is set up. Hiram set up. We do need to go ahead and get these things. Ooh, these upgrades are ready too. Let's go ahead and get these upgraded. And while we're waiting on money, I can take care of a few lesser upgrades. Or can I? Because I don't have the money for these at the moment. Give it a second. Lots of new non-aggression packs popping up. Not sure where those are coming from. What's this? The Xanar Theocracy is entering into a non-aggression pact. Where's the Xanar Theocracy? Right here. They are slaving despots. There's so many of them. And they're inferior compared to us. And the XT-49 Eliminators are still superior in terms of their naval capacity.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
What have we got? Hyperdrive 3, good! That'll help us move around faster. Yes! I want it in my life. Okay, so we're gonna... Is there any reason I shouldn't research that right now? Nope, let's do it. Also, let's go back to edicts, because I'm pretty sure we still need to do the education campaign. Yes, we do. And I do need to start colonizing more of these planets. The Trappist worlds, yeah, there's a couple of Trappist Secundus, because I think we already have a Trappist Prime. Don't we? Oh, now I'm confused. Unless there's another colony ship on the way. Oh, I know what it is. No. This should be Trappist. Right? Wait a second. What's happening here? Yeah, you're building a colony ship. That's what it is. So this is Trappist Prime. Just confused me because the colony indicator, but I should have known because it's a totally different length from that one. Come on, Hadrian. You can do this. There you go. All right, so Trappist Secundus. That's fine. So this colony ship that's being built now, we need to make sure its colony is the right name, which we will do. Torovo Prime needs an upgrade to its core colony building. Excellent. Let's go and get that done. Let's clear these last two tile blockers. And we will probably need pretty soon... Yeah, Terra Z Prime is being colonized right now. Where? They're coming out from the Hadronis. No frickin' way. Right when I was going to try and add that? All right. Well, I'm going to stop this episode here before I lose my mind. And we are going to send the first fleet right here to intercept these pirates, which thankfully are completely within our sensor range. So I can give the order. Actually, let's have them upgrade really quickly. Then I'm going to have them attack. And then we're going to attack the station and take care of that nice and easy. And then this construction ship can come back. And hopefully with the influence we will have saved up during combat, we can actually take the system. Also, we are building these mining stations, so this energy deficit shouldn't last too long, especially once we've got our ship back in anchorage. But I will stop this one here. And in the next one, we are going to resolve our naval capacity issue to the best of our ability. I might even do so on the Sol station, maybe build a couple of anchorages. That would actually resolve it completely. I'll queue those up now to have, just to help fix the issue. The Sol station doesn't have the most defenses, but I've got a couple of really strong stations in between Sol and otherwise. Well, you know what? I mentioned a few episodes ago that I wanted the Sol station to be able to hold its own because it's not very far in, and I still agree with that. Like, that's still a huge part of my thinking. So let's do a missile battery, and when we have the option to do fighters, we'll do that instead. We're going to put the anchorages on a station, probably the... once we have more star fortresses, we'll do that. Maybe the Alpha Centauri station will be where we put those. But I'll have to think about that for the next episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, except for this one because my entire recording day today has been thrown off the rails by various things that have popped up, including me forgetting that I hadn't recorded an episode of Civilization for earlier today, which was nice and fun. But anyway, 4 p.m. most days. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.